What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So one of the things that I want to address right now is what can we make of rising gas prices? Because a lot of people are questioning, what do we do? Do we make a decision to buy a new car, go EV, right? Get into that electric vehicle space? Do we drive less? Are gas prices going to come down? Or is there something that Congress is going to do to provide additional relief? Well, I want to address that. I want to really hone in on what to make of rising gas prices at this moment, because right now it's very confusing. Because in a time when more and more people are demanding relief for high gas prices, little is being done. Very little is being done at the moment, and that's really causing many families to struggle. Now, the good news is that we know that companies like Lyft and Uber are both adding a fuel surcharge to rides to help offset the cost of gas for their drivers. That's really good news. That is going to help. We also know at the same time, Amazon Flex drivers are requesting Amazon provides additional relief as well, especially after the news broke that Uber and Lyft were going to do this exact same thing. We also know that many states are still considering a gas tax holiday. This is still something that's on the table according to the White House. That's still something that's being considered. But the big issue here is if they provide a gas tax holiday, and let's say it's for 60 days or 90 days, that would cut about 18 cents per gallon for every single person that goes and fills up. Okay? 18 cents. Right now, okay, just to give you an idea, right now we are seeing gas prices per gallon at $4.28 right here. This is as of today. Okay? The reason why this is so important, if we lose 18 cents, that would bring gas prices from $4.28 today automatically down to $4.10. That's some relief. But let's say you have a 10-gallon tank. Everyone has usually like 18 to probably 24 gallons. But let's say you have a 10-gallon tank, well, because it's simple math. But let's say you save 18 cents a gallon. You got 10 gallons, that's $1.80. You go and fill up with 20 gallons, that's $3.60 that you just saved to fill up your entire tank. Do you see how this is a little bit of an issue? $3.60 is not going to get you very far. That maybe would put one additional gallon of gas in your tank. That's it. But the reason why many states are considering this is because states, in most cases, have a higher gas tax than the federal government. Okay? It goes anywhere from like 17 cents to 51 cents, I believe, in California. And so that's a big incentive. That's a big boost. Is okay, well, let's say states provide a gas tax, which I don't even know if many states are going to do it, but they're still discussing it. And then the federal government, that could be anywhere from 35 cents to 69 cents per gallon. Now, that would be a game changer. But again, we don't know if this is going to happen. One thing we do know, and this is something that I brought up this morning as well, is that right now what's going on is Congress is requesting big oil CEOs to testify over price gouging, because many people believe, many White House officials believe that oil companies are making a lot of profit even though the price per barrel went down just recently. And I want to touch on this for a second, because this is what many lawmakers questioned when Representative Ro Khanna and Senator Whitehouse proposed their bill to use profits from large oil companies to pay a stimulus check and use that to really fund the program to provide a stimulus check to the American people. And it would have been in the amount of 180 to like $360. Not a lot of money, but it would have covered a decent amount of gas, right? Now, right after their proposal was revealed, many lawmakers said that the idea was good, but it was flawed. And they said it was flawed due to the thinking that big oil companies would just profit off of Russian oil ban fears. Because that's what we got, is that, okay, we aren't getting the 675,000 gallons of or barrels of oil from Russia every single day. That's an issue, because we need that. Because here in the United States, we use about 19 million barrels of oil per day. Now, keep that in mind. We were getting about a third of our oil from Russia, okay? or a third, not really a third actually. My math is way off there. We're getting about 7%, 7 to 8% of our oil from Russia. Now, that right there, if you eliminate that, and let's say we see a surge in gas prices, right? Now, that's understandable. But get this, and I want to show you this because President Biden pointed this out a couple days ago. I pointed this out yesterday and this morning as well. And this is extremely important to know because what we are seeing this past week is we saw a barrel of oil drop to around $96 per barrel. And President Biden said himself the last time that oil was at $96 a barrel, gas was at like $3.62 a gallon. Today, like I already showed you, it's at $4.28 per gallon. Now, just to give you an idea of where Brent is sitting right now, okay, let's look this up really quick on CNBC, okay, but right now, Brent is sitting at $106.91, okay, it's up $9 or 9.07%. It's pretty good, right? That's what it's doing today as of right now. Here's what I can tell you, okay? When the last time gas prices were at $106, okay, this was, I believe, and we can pull this up, I believe this was the end of February. I believe February 28th is when this was. Let's go back and look. So February 28th, it was for 106. Yeah, it was February 28th. So on February 28th, I'm gonna pull this up as well. Look at this. This was the end of February. Or this is pretty much the average of February, but also February 28th, gas prices were $3.60 a gallon. $3.60 a gallon. Okay? Keep that in mind. The last time the barrel of oil was at 106, okay, February 28th. Gas prices at that time, $3.60. We're at 106 now, okay? Pretty much 106 now, 107, whatever, right? And so why aren't we seeing the price of oil, when it goes up and down, why aren't gas prices going up and down to follow? And so this is where things are going, and this is why many were saying that right now we're being pressed by the Russia oil ban, but also the limited supply across the world because everybody's using the kind of the same oil, right? Here in the United States, we obviously produce the most amount, but we also send quite a bit overseas. Now, what we are paying for now is we are pretty much paying to put profits into large oil companies. That's what's happening because these oil companies are profiting off of the American sphere. And they do this all the time. This is not the first time they've done it, but this is the first time that we are going to hopefully we're really going to see Congress crack down on this. And even Senator Joe Manchin said he'd like to see it, but at the same time, well, some of these big oil companies are big donors. They're big donors to some of these campaigns. So I don't know how much of resistance we're going to get here, but we'll see. Hopefully we get some support on our side. Now, one thing I want to say is that I don't believe gas prices are going to stay elevated at this level for so long. I think eventually they're going to come back down. Honestly, I believe we will see gas prices start to come down, most likely in April, in May. We've heard from multiple experts that the war in Ukraine would likely be over sometime in May. We've heard that Russia is going to run out of resources sometime in May. We've heard from multiple reports that Russia and Ukraine are getting closer to some type of deal, but at the same time, we don't know exactly what is going to be included into this deal. So, if you're worried about rising gas prices, then just understand this is most likely a temporary issue. So, one piece of advice, don't go and just completely change your life. Don't go quit your job, at a place where you got to drive 20 miles to work. Don't quit your job and find something closer because we could see all this stuff change in the matter of weeks. So just keep that in mind, but that's what we know as of right now regarding what's going on with the rising gas prices. But as always, as I know more, I promise I'll come back on and share all latest news and updates with you. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.